OMG, everybody! The first episode of Meghan Markle's new Netflix show is out, and oh my god, guess what? It was a major flop, and she was humiliated. Meghan's With Love Meghan was supposed to be a hit, but its first episode flopped so hard it's embarrassing. Is Meghan's Hollywood comeback already over?
And you were paid something like $100 million for it. But here's the kicker, are you ready? Here's the subtle dig at the royal family.
I just want to raise a glass to you, guys.
Meghan was launching her own Netflix series with Love Meghan, and the buzz was insane. After all, this is the Duchess of Sussex that we're talking about, a woman who captivated the world by marrying into royalty and then stepping back from it in a move that had everybody clutching their pearls. Netflix, which is known for its hefty investments in big names, reportedly shelled out a cool $100 million for the Sussex content endeavors. Naturally, expectations were sky high.
It's so funny, too, that you keep saying Meghan Markle, you know I'm Sussex now. You have kids, and you go, no, I share my name with my children.
Yes.
The anticipation was that Meghan would bring her unique flair to a sophisticated and engaging cooking and lifestyle series. But what she did along with that was show her true colors, that she is a Sussex after all. Just think along the lines of Martha Stewart meets Oprah, elegant dinner parties, insightful conversations, and perhaps a sprinkle of royal anecdotes, Viewers imagined that they would get a glimpse into Meghan's world, filled with tasteful decor, delectable recipes, and heartfelt moments.
And The Guardian describing it as so pointless it might be the Sussex's last TV show. But Meghan wasn't going to let some naysayers rain on her parade. She shared to Instagram the heartfelt note.
When the first episode finally dropped, people were expecting something magical, glamorous, inspiring, maybe even a little groundbreaking. Oh man, but what they got was far from enchanting. Instead of a fresh, exciting show, it felt like an overextended TikTok compilation. Meghan making lavender sachets, whipping up candles, and cooking up some super basic pasta dishes, man, that's it. No wow factor, no unique spin, just the kind of content you can find scrolling through social media in 2 seconds. Yikes. Oh my god, darling, and the biggest problem, it was so boring. Fans were hoping for Meghan's star power to shine through, for some substance, some style. But instead, the whole thing felt flat. Zero passion, zero depth, and absolutely no real connection with the audience. It was just meh. It's like Mist of Pandaria rolled into one word. And let's be real, when it comes to lifestyle shows, that's the very last thing you want.
I've decided to issue my own advice to the Duchess of Sussex about her new Netflix program. Here's a moment from the new documentary.
People would watch this and go, oh, right, but I don't have all this space at home.
If there's one thing with Love Meghan actually got right, it's the look of the show. And honestly, that's thanks to, Michael Steed, the guy behind some of Anthony Bourdain's most iconic work. We're talking top-tier cinematography, dreamy lighting, and seamless editing. Visually, the whole thing is polished to perfection. Every shot screams warmth and elegance. It's the kind of aesthetic that makes you want to light a candle and pretend your life is as put together as the scenes on screen. But here's the problem. That gorgeous, high-budget look, it only makes the lack of actual content even more obvious. It's like getting a beautifully wrapped present only to open it up and find socks. I mean, sure, the show looks stunning, but there's no substance to back any of it up. No real storytelling, no depth, just a whole lot of glossy nothingness. Which brings us to the elephant in the room, the inauthenticity. So, Meghan kicks things off by saying that she's totes been a beekeeper for a year, and it's so cute, right? But then, oh my god, she casually asked how long bees live. Man, it's little slip-ups like this that make the whole thing feel more like a role she's playing rather than a real peek into her life. And even then, you can tell she didn't even do her homework on the role in the first place. Now, you would think that the awkwardness would stop there, right? But oh no, she is a masterclass in walking disaster. The conversations, painfully stiff. Whether she's talking to guests or the crew off camera, everything feels so rehearsed, like she's reading from a script or a teleprompter instead of having a natural chat. And man, that's the real problem. The show's supposed to be an intimate look into Meghan's world, but instead it just creates more distance. It's all style and flair and no soul, and viewers are definitely feeling the disconnect. Her attempt to position herself as an expert in various crafts and activities falls flat hard. The facade crumbles faster than cookies when basic knowledge is lacking and the pretense becomes evident. Man, everything is fake and the acting is bad and it just ruins the experience.
In the way that a cooking show should be.
At its core, with Love, Meghan is ostensibly a cooking show, but it struggles to establish a clear identity within this genre. The cooking segments lack structure and fail to offer any kind of unique appeal. Oh, and the recipes showcased are simplistic and readily available on platforms like TikTok or YouTube, where they're often presented way more engagingly and concisely. There's also a massive lack of professional chefs or culinary experts to provide depth or insight, resulting in a superficial exploration of the culinary arts. Today we gonna get Bob from downstairs in apartment 3G to teach us how he makes pasta for his 5 kids. Now, I think Bob is uniquely qualified to teach us about basic pasta because he got them 5 kids. Come on, man, we deserve better. And on top of that, the show misses opportunities to delve into the cultural or personal significance of the dishes prepared. There's no narrative thread connecting the recipes to Meghan's personal experiences or heritage, which could have added a layer of authenticity and interest. Instead, viewers are presented with a series of disjointed cooking demonstrations that neither inspire nor educate. This lack of focus and depth in the cooking segments really contributes to the overall sense of aimlessness that pervades the entire series. You know, when her show premiered, I was expecting fireworks, maybe even a royal parade, but instead we got a damp squib that left us all scratching our heads wondering what the hell just happened to the timeline, as if it wasn't already bad enough. The first episode is supposed to be the hook, the bait that reels you in for the entire series, but this is being like offered stale crackers at a lavish banquet. Apologies, sir, but the banquet is reserved for people who have more than 2 brain cells fighting for 3rd place.
There's no help in this first episode. There's no help from another chef.
So she kicks everything off with her longtime friend and makeup artist, Daniel Martin. Now, don't get me wrong, Daniel seems like a super nice dude, but let's be real. Outside of the beauty industry and Meghan's inner circle, who knows the guy? Choosing an unknown guest for a premiere was a bold move, but not in a good way. It felt more like an inside joke that the rest of us weren't in on.
You don't even have an interesting guest, sorry Daniel, to lift the show up.
The episode also lacked any compelling narrative or special guest star power to keep viewers engaged. There was no juicy gossip, no behind-the-scenes royalty, nothing that made you want to hit that next episode button. It was as if Meghan just assumed her mere presence would be enough to captivate us all. But man, it's never been the case. Her on-camera presence is just weak. Honestly, to me it seems like a bad gamble. They put everything on her star power that just isn't there. Younger audiences today crave fast-paced, engaging content. Don't look at a squirrel. They want TikTok dances, they want viral challenges and snappy tutorials, not slow, uninspired segments on making lavender sachets. The show's pace is more like watching paint dry than the dynamic content that everybody's used to in this day and age. If the show's catering solely to Meghan's diehard fans, all 3 of them, then the audience is inherently limited. Not everybody or anybody anymore is enamored with the Duchess, and relying solely on her existing fan base isn't a sustainable strategy for a successful show. From the moment the show begins, there's an overwhelming sense of artificiality. Meghan's demeanor is impeccably polished, perhaps too much so. Her facial expressions remain consistently placid, exuding a rehearsed warmth that fails to connect on a genuine level. It's like Julia Roberts' Botox bad. You know, it's like she's perpetually posing for a photograph, ensuring that every angle is flawless. But in doing so, she sacrifices all authenticity. The absence of spontaneous reactions or genuine emotion leaves viewers feeling like they're just watching a mannequin glide through scripted motions. Honestly, I've seen better performances from 90s era Skinamax flicks. So anyway, what are your thoughts on all of this? Let us know in the comments down below.